Hello, and welcome to Shark Cut Up CNC. Today we're going to talk about the improved guitar body maker Gadget. It's still being constructed. It should be out soon. But right now I could show you some of the features that this gadget has right now. The the gadget is set up to create the guitar body mold and the spreader cauls for the construction of a guitar body. Let's bring this gadget into action here. Always do a gadget reset. At least I do anyway. That way I know what I'm starting with. And by the way, the gadget is made to where you can use it either in inches or the metric standard. Here it shows it's in the inches. That will always tell you what your program is. It doesn't tell you what the gadget was last used in. So, like I said, it's always best to go into the About and do a gadget reset, which I've already done. And to check to make sure that it has converted over to inches or metric, you go in here and you look at the numbers, and you can tell that this is all inch standard for inches. Now I've set this up so that the profile cut depth and the pocket cut depth, this is for the first tool path, which you'll have to change to a V-bit. And this will carve the identification and the registration lines, which I'll show you in a few minutes. And rather than putting this as a profile cut up depth where you would be confused, I left this as a pocket cut depth. And that is so that you can do the caul cutouts and then the body mold cutout. And it's set for 1.5 inches. I figure that's a good standard because you're probably going to build the mold with maybe three pieces of wood layered together. So I think 1.5 inches should be good to start with. If it's not, pump into the Petric forum, let me know. We got all kinds of information being fed in. So, and I'm still in the process of putting this gadget together. So now's a good time to get it in there. So let's carry on. Anyway, this pocket depth is, like I said, is for the caul cutout and the mold cutout. Everything else, oh, and the holes. There's holes in the cauls for the spreader attachment, and there's holes in the mold so you can layer the molds together. So anyway, we'll go ahead and save that. Now we'll go to our project setup, and we set ourselves a project path for saving the export file to your computer. So you'll want to set up a place where you going to put the file, and then you save that. Now, if you're unsure of what body you want to use, you look at the guitar images and it will show you exactly what the name is of the particular body that you're going to design. And here's your cauls, and you got a spreader that you attach in between here to spread this out against this wall here. And these are your registration lines I was mentioning a few minutes ago. And then you got your holes for the cauls, and you got your holes for the body mold. Now you can make your body mold a little bigger. I've used the standard size of 18 by 22 in the Imperial standard. I don't recall what it is in the metric standard, but anyway, it's the same size, only in metric information. Now, anyway, here you can look at all the different types of guitars. You notice the shapes changed for the slope dreadnought. And then we have a Martin, which is a little smaller Martin. And then you got Martin 00. And you've got the Martin triple ball OM. And you also have the Martin MJ, a Martin size 5, which is a small guitar body. But anyway, it shows all the Cauls, and you got plenty of room for your cuts. If it's not sufficient for you, you can always change it and recalculate your Toolpaths. But anyway, let's carry on, and we'll choose one of those. Let's go with the triple ball OM, and we'll grab a tool. And like I said, it's an end mill for everything from the kick-go. I may work on trying to change that in the future, but right now it's an end mill. And then you say okay to that, and it builds all your toolpaths, and it's got all your vectors on layers, assigned to layers. So if we turn the toolpaths off there, you can see all the vectors. So let's carry on. And we know we got all end mills here. We need to change this one, the very first one. We're going to change that. Get rid of this Amana. And we're going to go with a V-bit. Most people have a 60-degree V-bit, so we'll put that in there. And we hit select. And the depth is entered in your milling area of the initial part of the gadget. It's automatically set, and you change it there, and it automatically picks it up here. And some of the other settings are automatically put in. So you may want to go and change some of those to your particular tool. Or you just select a tool and it automatically puts it in there. But anyway, that's what that does. So we selected that V-bit. Now we have to calculate that so it takes effect. All right, now we can preview all the toolpaths, and you'll see exactly what goes on here. What it does is it creates all your registration marks and your identification for the Cauls, whether it's left side or right side. And then your call box profile is cut out. And then the mold body profile is cut out. It was so fast, that's why I wanted to explain. So we'll double click on this, and there you have the particular guitar body style that you can use and create your mold and call spread for the call spreaders. Thank you for watching Shark Cut Up CNC.